value that, man. You need to value that. The other thing is safety, position, and finish. In chess and jiu-jitsu, my instructor, his name is Gumby, he taught this idea of like, before you can win a fight, you have to keep yourself safe, which means you're not taking any unnecessary damage. From not taking any unnecessary damage, you improve your position. Once you get to a supreme position, you end the fight. Meaning, like, you know, you add a chokehold or a tap out or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you're going to do, man. Like, your life has to have that same scenario. Your business needs to have that same scenario. Your college journey needs to have that same scenario. Well, how am I safest, you know, in these classes? Intellectually, right? This is what you have to figure out. How can I improve my position academically? How do I finish strong? These are things that anybody can use, and you don't have to be a chess master. And I think that's one of the things is like, you know, I'm a very super basic player. I'm not a grandmaster. I'm not some dude who's making pieces levitate. I'm just a player. I enjoy the game. But what I'm saying is, at a young age, I could pull all this stuff off the board just watching other people play. You know what I mean? So, and I think sometimes when people hear about hip-hop and chess and stuff like that, they feel like, oh, man, you know, I don't got the time or desire. I suck at chess. I don't want to, you know, I can't be a grandmaster. You don't have to do that. You just got to understand how the pieces move. You got to understand how the board works, and you're fine. That's all you got to do. You just got to play once in a while. You just got to play, you know, and pay attention.
I mean, all right, so same question for jiu-jitsu and or martial arts. What are the misunderstood capacities for jiu-jitsu and or martial arts? And that could be used for the improvement of our communities.
Well, I think the main thing that all martial arts give is sense of personal power, right? Like Bruce Lee, and I'm going to paraphrase him horribly, but he said something along the lines of like, you know, the purpose of martial arts is to help people speak their own truth, right? Because people don't want to speak their own truth because they're afraid they're going to get hit, they're afraid they're going to be abused, they're afraid they're going to get punished for living as themselves, right? And like in North America, no other people have been punished for living as themselves like we have, you know? The only other people who were oppressed more than us, they don't exist anymore. The Native Americans, they're barely here. You know what I'm saying? So training in martial arts helps you on a personal level be at peace being your natural self. We need that. We need the nonviolence aspect of it because, of course, when you come into jiu-jitsu or any martial art, you know, your main idea is like, hey, this would be great for me not to get stocked up anymore. This would be great for me not to get bullied. This would be great for me not to have to give my dollar up at school to this guy, right? But as you grow, you don't even want violence. You know what I mean? Like if we're going to understand how to cultivate nonviolence in an authentic way that includes but transcends what Dr. King brought to Black America, then we have to know how to defend ourselves. And that's why I have VHS, because I'm old, and I have Malcolm X saying that every Negro in the country should know judo and karate. Well, if you know what judo is, that's a grappling art. And if you know what karate is, that's a striking art. That's MMA. He understood that people needed to know how to fight standing and on the ground. He got it. Before he died, he got it. Okay? And so, you know, when you look at all of the horrible issues that we have had in the hip-hop community, whether it deals with the molestation accusations against Africa Bambaataa or Russell Simmons, right? You start to recognize that, unfortunately, there is a decent level of darkness inside hip-hop. A darkness we did not, many of us outside of New York, did not know was active. We didn't know. However, if we want our children and if we want the women of the Black community to be safe and understand how to defend themselves, they are going to need to take a proactive role as defenders of themselves and their children. And, you know, all the time I always hear a lot of women say, oh, well, I'm not a fighter, or, oh, that's not very feminine, or whatever. But here's the reality. If you look at the statistics, chances of you getting attacked are way higher than you'd like to admit. And it's not about being a ninja. It's about having an understanding of how you can defend yourself as a woman of 120 pounds. That's all it's about. It's about you understanding how to get to your child and get that boy or that girl to a safe space if there's no man around to help you do it. And Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is the best art for a woman because Helio Gracie, who I met, when he started doing Jiu-Jitsu, he weighed 120 pounds, and he fought guys as heavy as 300. He never lost a fight in his life. So this is a chance for a woman to come into an understanding of how to defend herself intelligently. A lot of people don't understand that, like, in order for an individual to be actually raped, they usually have to be pinned. And the first thing you learn in jiu-jitsu, like literally your first day of jiu-jitsu, you learn how to not be pinned. If you can't pin, you can't be raped. So these are the things that we need to start helping our children, the men and the women of our community understand should be a high priority. High priority.
Man, Adisa is here dropping a lot of insight, wisdom, and gems. And if you want to check out part 2 of this, make sure that you are checking out the next episode of Cypher Scholars, part education, part hip-hop, all culture. Make sure you turn in to part 2. You can catch us every Tuesday from 1:30 to 2 on 104.3 Wayo FM. Brother Adisa, we'll see you on the other side of the episode. Peace and progress.
Yes, sir.